It was time for some training, so the Pikas and I hunted 3 legendary birds, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. With that experience under our belts, next was the Elite Four. I spent all my cash on healing items to maximize my chance of winning and headed inside. Lorelei was no problem, because although she is an Ice-type trainer, most of her Pokemon have the primary Water type, so it was simply a matter of bringing the Thunder. Next up was Bruno. The problem area with Bruno was his 2 Onyxes. Luckily for me, both of them use an attack called Rage. The way Rage works is once Onyx uses Rage, it will attack each turn with it. Each time the Onyx is damaged by an attack, the amount of damage Onyx does with Rage increases. Rage has a 254 out of 255 chance to hit. However, due to a bug in Generation 1 mechanics, if Rage misses, the chance to hit will swap around to 1 out of 255. Armed with this knowledge, I knew all I had to do was badly poison Onyx, and then swap to Marcus Miller, who used Double Team until he was unable to be hit. Once Onyx's attack missed, it was all downhill from there. Defeating Bruno's other Pokemon was as easy as using Thunder. Next up was Agatha. Agatha's level 54 Gengar was really irritating. I had to constantly change Pokemon because the thing kept spamming Confuse Ray, and whenever it's not doing that, it uses Hypnosis, so I have to play the Pokeflute. She also seems to withdraw it completely randomly, so I would have to fight her other Pokemon with the knowledge that the Gengar was right around the corner. And then to top it all off, once I finally beat it, her final Pokemon is a level 60 Gengar. After a long battle of having dreams eaten and being hypnotized, Jaco Pastorius finally finished off Gengar. It was time for the final member of the Elite Four, Lance. His Gyarados is a non-factor, fainting 1 hit to Thunder. Now before going on, I should say all of Lance's remaining Pokemon know Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam deals a lot of damage. A lot. The downside to using Hyper Beam is that your Pokemon has to recharge after using it. However, thanks to a bug in Generation 1 game mechanics, if a Pokemon is KO'd with Hyper Beam, the recharge stage gets bypassed. But because the move is so strong, most of the time it does KO, meaning most of the time it doesn't need to recharge. After a constant barrage of Hyper Beams, it came down to a final 1 vs 1, Joe Dart versus his final Dragonite, with no more healing items for me to rely on. Unfortunately, his Dragonite had a higher speed stat than Joe Dart, and once more, a Pika fell to the tyranny of Hyper Beam. That was it. With no more Pikas in fighting shape, they sent me on my way. I had no more money to spend on healing items. I needed a get-rich-quick scheme. It just so happens to be my payday. And take your money, all I wanna do is. And take your money, all I wanna do is. And take your money, all I wanna do is. And take your money, all I wanna do is. Go ahead, laugh. I'm flat out busted. No more slots for me, I'm going straight. Here, I won't be needing this anymore. I got the coin case. I think you'll agree the logical thing to do with all my hard-earned cash was convert it all to coins and hit the slots. I spent all my coins on TM50, Substitute. With this move, I was sure to beat the Elite Four, after I got some more cash. Attempt 2. I got to Lance more or less the same way, but this time with my secret weapon. Plan was to get Joe Dart's Substitute to block the Hyper Beam damage, and then get a free attack while the dragons were recharging. Here we go. Well, that did not go to plan. Through the miracle of Seismic Toss, we still managed to get through though. Bootsy Collins finished off Dragonite with Thunder. Lance said, "You are now the Pokemon League champion." I said, "Oh, cool." Or you would have been, but you have one more challenge ahead. You have to face another trainer. Please not Giovanni, his name is Mexican. Fuck! I healed up all my Pikas and headed through to the next room. Mexican claimed to be the strongest trainer in the world. His Pidgeot was KO'd 1 hit from Jaco's Thunder. His Alakazam was KO'd by Bootsy Collins' Thunder Shock. His Rhydon fainted after being badly poisoned, while being unable to land a successful attack on Marcus Miller with his Evade boost from Double Team. The same Evade boost was present through Marcus Miller's fight with Mexican's Executor. Executor was chipped down by Swift after only landing 1 attack. His Gyarados was 2 hit by Marcus Miller's Thunder. His Charizard used Rage. I just let the poison take it down. Professor Oak came in and schooled Mexican about how he was disappointed. You see, Mexican had forgotten to treat his Pokemon with trust and love. I went with Oak and we entered the Pikas into the Hall of Fame, and he gave me my final Pokedex rating. Jaco Pastorius, level 63. Bootsy Collins, level 54. Flea, level 56. Ray Brown, level 53. Marcus Miller, level 45. And Joe Dart, level 50. Pokedex. Seen 132. Owned 12. Pokedex rating. You're on the right track. Get the Flash HM from my aid. Wait, what? Is that a joke? I said. I fought Mewtwo and beat him by badly poisoning him and using Substitute to soak damage. Joe Dart finished him off with Thunder. See, Substitute did come in handy in the end. I had done it. I had beaten Pokemon Blue with 6 Pikas, but I still wasn't satisfied. I couldn't get Oak's voice out of my head. Those words looping around. You're on the right track. Get the Flash HM from my aid. There was only one solution. I had to battle him and beat him. And that's what I did. Jacko beat his Gyarados with a final Thunder. How dare you, Oak said, but I couldn't hear him through the sound of the Master Ball. Professor Oak was transferred to Bill's PC.